Hi, I'm author and speaker Robin Mead, and I'm here with Lesson 3 from What's in Your Closet, a study in stewardship. You recall in Lesson 1, we started in Luke 12, and Jesus was giving some hard teaching, and this dude comes out of nowhere, and he's like, Master, decide this situation with the inheritance between my brother and I. And he's interrupts Jesus to do this because he's not stewarding his thoughts, which is Lesson 1. And then Jesus responds and he's like, hey, that is not why I'm here. So that is Lesson 2, stewarding your calling. And now we're in Lesson 3, which is about stewarding our discipleship as believers. And we're in verse 15. So let's start here. And Jesus said to them, take care and be on your guard against all covetousness, for one's life does not consist in the abundance of his possessions. I got a quote for you. It says, a disciple is one who has a true sense of values and recognizes that real life is not measured in terms of possessions. Whoa, mic drop, right? That's our whole Western society. Have you ever seen the old bumper sticker that says, he who dies with the most toys wins? Right, that's how we roll. There's nothing wrong with buying things or acquiring things. But Jesus warns here to keep a jealous eye on your heart. Another version says, keep a strict hold on your heart to preserve yourself so covetousness does not gain a foothold. So it's not your main focus, right? And we often make the mistake of thinking of ourselves as owners and not stewards. We've got to steward even each breath, which the Bible said God gives to us as a gift. Each breath is a gift from God. What are you going to do? What are you going to use it for? How are you going to further God's glory and your good through what you're doing? How are you going to do it? We can only manage so much. We only have so many hours a day. We only have so much energy. And we're expected to be disciplined to steward our time and energy to reach, as I like to say, our next level of fierce in our faith with Jesus. Now, there's a whole television series about people who hoard things in the extreme, and they weren't able to declutter without intervention. And we hear news stories about people who have hoarded animals as well. And the animals are starving or sick or dying, dead. And these people have looked at things as if they own them. And the burden of ownership is tremendous for them. And they cannot get over it by themselves. There has to be an intervention because they are trapped emotionally, physically, spiritually, and financially by their hoarding. Now, on the other hand, I've had the experience where someone's given me a gift. We'll say it's a necklace. And I was expected then to wear that necklace every time I saw that person after it was given to me as a gift. Well, that gift came with a lot of baggage. And the gift was not a gift. It was a way to control. And so that gift hadn't been totally released to me. The other person felt they still had some ownership in it. I'm sure you've experienced something like that. So in either example, that ownership versus stewardship is drawing people away from being concerned about the things of God, from, their calling, giving, caring for others, or being in the community of believers. Now, I would say that if something is pulling you away from God, that it needs to be reevaluated. You might say, well, how do I reevaluate? That's a great question. As usual, I have 3 questions for you. So number 1, why do I need this thing? And it could not be a thing. It could be a relationship. It could be an activity. But why do I need it? What's there for me? Number 2, how is the effort needed to manage this thing, this relationship, this activity, helping or hurting me steward my discipleship? Do I spend so much time with it that I say I don't have time to read the Bible? I don't have time to study the Bible. I don't have time to go to Bible study. I don't have time to pray. I don't have time to interact with others in prayer or in Bible study. What is it doing? We got to examine that. And then number 3, what is this thing or activity or relationship holding you back from giving to God? So those are 3 questions for you to review, think about. And for further study, I encourage you to go to youtube.com/RobinMeadAuthor and check out the video series I have, the teaching on 10 things God wants you to do today. Thank you so much, and God bless.